Hey everyone, I just wanted to go over some of the features of the Simplicity Easy Lock Serger with you. When I first got this serger, it had a broken chaining tongue, which you can see here. That is a complete chaining tongue, and this is the one that was broken. You can see that top little part just kind of snapped right off. So in the process of fixing this, and I replaced it, I bought an extra chaining tongue. And I found another blogger who had the same problem, and I'll link to that in my blog post. And she said she broke 3 of them, so I bought 2 just to sort of be on the safe side, and luckily I haven't broken the new one yet. The problem seems to come when you're switching from regular overlock stitching, which you can see I just did a little sample here, regular 3-thread overlock stitching, to doing a rolled hem. So I'll show you how to do that and where I think the problem occurs so you can try to avoid it as well. So first you want to open the 2 panels on this. It's nice, it's got 2 doors so you can get access to pretty much everything underneath the machine. And then you want to lift your presser foot and then pull the stitches off the chaining tongue. I'm going to try to get some light in here so you can see. Oh, too much. So this, actually I'm going to lift the knife out of the way first so I can get to it more easily. So to do that, you push the knife over and you just rotate it up. And you will want to get that out of the way for this process as well. So over here you can kind of see this here is the chaining tongue. And you can see there's some stitches on it, and there's a lever that will pull this down, and you'll need to get that out of the way to do a rolled hem. And I think what happened here is that in the process of doing this, if you pull the lever down without pulling those stitches off, that might be how that top little part shears off. So what you want to do is you want to go back here and kind of, you know, gently, that part is kind of delicate, pull those stitches off. So you can see they're off of that part. And now what you need to do is you need to go over to this wheel over here, the hand wheel, and line up the star with that arrow. And then you want to come back over here. Sorry, this machine doesn't have a light on it, so I'm using this detachable one. And you want to use this little red knob here to set the stitch width indicator, and you can see it's that little yellow line there. It moves back and forth as you turn the knob. And you want to move that over to the star. You can see it's lined up with that little star there. And then, like I said, there's this little lever here. And now you can pull this down. Oh, it's still got a stitch on it, so I'm going to go back here, make sure that last stitch is off. Again, I think that might be how that little top part gets broken off if you don't get all the stitches off. And you can see it comes down, slides down there, that little lever moves it back and forth. You want it pulled all the way down, and then come back up here to the stitch width indicator again, and set this over to M. And now you need to adjust the stitch length. And it's kind of hard to see this, so I'm trying to get some light in here. So you can see there's a little red button there and then some numbers. And basically what happens there is you push in the button and you turn the hand wheel till you hear a click, and then you turn it. There's a little metal stitch indicator in there. You can see it's on the 3 up there at the top. And that you want to turn that down to 1 because you want your stitch length to be 1. So get that out of the way until you hear that click. There we go. And then you can see that little silver piece moves down, and I'm moving it down to the 1. It's a little hard to, there you go, you can see that. All right, and now you can put your knife down. And make sure it clicks all the way over. I had a little problem with it getting like stuck in between. You can close up your panels. And now you need to adjust the thread tension. So you need to tighten the needle thread. This is the needle thread. You need to loosen the upper looper, which is that one, and you need to tighten the lower looper. And they don't have specific settings for this. They just tell you to kind of experiment with it. That's what the manual says. So I'm just going to turn this to the right a few turns. Turn this to the left a couple turns. And then turn that one to the right a couple of turns. And again, you'll probably just need to do a couple of stitch samples to see what works for you. All right, so it should be all set up for doing a rolled hem now. So let's give it a try. So I'm doing that, and I usually like to do the first couple of stitches with the hand wheel just because you have a better sense for if something's wrong with the machine, if something's jammed, if something's not working right. So I like to do those first couple of stitches with the hand wheel, and this hand wheel turns clockwise. And so far it feels pretty good. I don't feel anything catching or anything wrong. All right, so I'm gonna try the pedal now. As you can see, that's a pretty nice rolled hem. It's probably one of the nicest rolled hems that I've seen from a serger. Alright, so I hope this video helped you.